Hello friends, welcome to another video on my YouTube channel, and in this Next.js tutorial series, today we will learn about routing, how Next.js route application from one page to another page, how you use slug or variables or placeholders inside the URL and capture it in the page itself, error page, no page found, how you can change the layout of a particular page, and all of other things. So let's get started. Here I'm inside the Next.js plain application, and this is my home page. So if I run the application using pnpm dev, you'll see the application is running. And if I take you over to the part, you will see we got Chuck Norris joke. Now you can see here we are inside app directory and we have page.tsx. We have layout.tsx. I can add error.tsx. My bad, that should be tsx, and no not hyphen found.tsx. Now here I'll say export default function error, and let's have not error page, and I don't want these things. Okay, I want a div. Okay, yeah, 404 page not found, and here I want to export default function. I'm not sure why it's not working correctly. Not found. You can see I'm using this GitHub Copilot. It is free now. You can install it on your VS Code. I have a video dedicated to this as well. You can look into that and get started. So if I wait here for a bit, yeah, and it says page not found, and here it says we are facing an error. Okay, let's say I'll not use this, and I'll not use this as well. So now you can see inside my app folder I have error page, not found page, tsx, page.tsx, and layout. So let's see how all of these things work. So here, yeah, my bad. If you want to use error page, you need to add use client here. This helps Next.js understand that this page is client page. I will look into all of these things in subsequent videos. So my home page works best, but if I write something which is not there, we'll see page not found. And in case let's first, okay, in case if I make some mistake here, okay, make some mistake here, you see the application is compiled successfully. But if I come here and if I refresh this, we are facing an issue, but I'm not sure why it's not throwing error page. It should have thrown us error page. Oh, it should have thrown us error page. I'm not sure why. Okay, let's look into that afterwards. And the last thing is this global.tsx. So what I can do is that, for example, I can wrap this children in a div, okay, and give it a class name, for example, background, okay, background gray 100, for example. Let's say 500 to just see that works. If I save this and let me just, okay, and if I'm not sure, background red 500 and pnpm div. Okay, let's wait for it to start. I'm not sure. Yeah, pnpm div, and if I read on this, oh, I'm not sure this is the correct container. Let's say container, and back, for example, this, if I give this color, yeah, okay. So whatever comes here, let me show you. Whatever comes inside the container, you will see we have amber color. And if I do one more thing here, let's say cut this p and paste this here one more time, for example, okay, and if we look here, you'll see all background is this amber color. So I'm not sure what's this warning all about, but let's get rid of it. So you understand that the layout.tsx file controls the design, or controls the CSS part or layout basically of the folder. So here one more time, inside app you have error.tsx, layout.tsx, not found.tsx, and page.tsx. So here, if I create a new page about -us and create a page.tsx file, and I'll say export default function about us, and this is about us page. And if we come here and go to about us, then you will see that this thing works. And you see we have a root level layout.tsx file. This file kind of works for all of the things unless you specifically provide your layout.tsx file. And if I paste this here, and we don't want any of these things, okay, and I'll say about us layout, my bad, yeah, about us layout, and we don't want any of these things. No, it's I guess we don't want any of these things, okay. And what I want is a div to render the children, and I want class name, container, and at this point, instead of bgamber, I'll say green, let's say 400, okay. And if you look here, we have now different background color, because the layout controls the behavior of anything inside this thing. So this is how it works. You need to create a folder, and inside that folder you can have page.tsx, layout.tsx, and let's actually look into the official documentation. I'm using app router and latest version, and if I come here, you can see layout and templates. And if you come here, there must be a good explanation. Then we have navigation as well. You can navigate from one page to another page. Error handling, okay, error.tsx, but I'm not sure why use error boundaries for unexpected errors, so I'm not sure. Okay, then we have dynamic route. This is very interesting thing. Let's build a dynamic route. I showed the page just to make sure that you understand how to get resources. So here, let me close all of this, and inside app folder I'll create another folder, blog. Inside I'll create another folder, let's say ID, and inside that I'll create another file called page.tsx. Now see how this works is blog, some ID, okay, and when you click here, at this point blog ID, it says that default export not found, but let's build that. So if I come here and I'll say export default blog post, and yeah, so if we run this and if we come here, we'll see blog post, and you can see this amber color is coming from the fact that we have default layout which controls the behavior of the elements. Okay, let me get rid of that. Okay, so now here, if you can get the ID, okay, you can get the ID which will be a string, and you can say console.log ID, okay, and since this is at this point undefined, but if I refresh, oh yeah, I guess I need to write params, and my params, yeah, this way it will work. And here I'll say params.id, and you can see now we got abcd something something, which was set here. Okay, next let's look into one more thing, is that if you have this blog and then /id, then you can have edit as well, and inside edit I'll create, let's say, ID, and inside I can create page.tsx, and I'll say export default function, okay, and here I'll say blog edit page, okay. And now if we come here, and now you can see this way, if I do edit, we my bad, we have this blog /edit /abcd -efgh -1 2 3 4 for example. Yeah, and you'll see blog edit page, and here you'll see that we got the ID. So this way the routing of Next.js work. There are couple of things as well. Parallel routes. So parallel routes means you start them with @ okay, and when inside a folder you have folders with @ those routes were called parallel. And you can see sometimes you have seen like this blue container or blue component comes first, and this still rendering information, and after this blue one, this purple one renders the information. So this kind of parallel routes you can have. Then there is intercepting route. If in case you intercept a route, it opens another route. I also want to show you this route group as well. So route group is, let's say, this marketing thing. So that means you escape marketing from the URL. Let me show you. For example, I'll delete this about us because I don't want that. So you have this blog. Inside that you have ID and you have edit. Okay, let's say I wrap this inside parenthesis and save this. Okay, when you do that, what happens is that if you run this, you'll see page not found. But when I remove this blog, you'll see it works. Okay, you'll see this blog post. If I do edit here, you'll see the edit page. So these are the few things that I want to share with you, and in upcoming videos on my channel we'll be moving forward with this Next.js tutorial series and creating our first CRUD application as well. And meanwhile, in case you want to learn more about Next.js and the development of Next.js, you can always go to Next.js official documentation. They have very rich documentation, and you can learn all the things Next.js can do on the platform. So I hope this video is informative to you, and if it is so, please consider subscribing to my channel. That helps. Thank you for watching. Peace.